And shout out to Enteras for following before the stream started. Thank you for that. It means a lot. Anyway.
Okay, where are the crank traps? Give me a link.
They're right here.
Give me a link.
Oh my god.
We can't. There's no link for them. They're on the. They're on the stove.
POS, dude.
Oh.
POS. Oh my god.
Don't call me a piece of shit. No, I'm sorry. There it is.
Wow.
Was it?
I'm kidding. Relax.
Well, now, damn.
Oh yeah, I finally finished my, all the real quests. It was a pretty good final quest.
Nice. And or you like crunch traps. Good job, Ophi.
Hey man, Taco Bell's the real winner here. Free advocate.
Did they still make the Dorito taco shell?
Hell yeah, they do.
I think so.
I haven't had Taco Bell in years. Probably for the
I
better.
haven't either. Probably. I haven't either.
I've
I've
caught.
had Taco Bell in like 2 weeks.
Oh my god, those are crank traps. What the fuck?
Right?
Are they Crunchwrap Supremes?
No, they're normal Crunchwrap. Wait, are they? Maybe they're Supreme, I don't know.
We're all deciding whether or not they learn how to make Taco Bell on the first.
This is a good segue into crafting.
Yeah.
These crunch wraps are crafted with the finest HQ ingredients.
We only lost 3 men trying to get them. 1 for each crunch wrap.
Oh my god.
Alright, I think we should probably just get started. Let me see what we got here before we get right into the news. Okay. So, we finally got into crafting and gathering. Sort of. I've only done gathering. So we're going to be focusing on both this podcast. I don't know how much you guys have done or haven't done. I don't think Kai's done anything. And
What?
I'm done.
what have you done, Kai?
Minor and Botanist and Weaver and Fisher.
Wow, you've done more than me. Good job.
God damn it. I'm being attacked.
It's okay. We have to do it every stream, or else we can't put that LGBTQ tag on the stream.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I don't even put it there.
Wow.
So, I think we're gonna go through gathering first, and then crafting, because crafting is gonna take 2 billion years to go through, and it's probably better if we save that.
It's not. It won't be.
It won't?
Really nice.
If
No.
the change is that sweeping?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Huh, this might be a short stream then. Oh well. So, let's get into gathering first. Let's talk about the crystalline mean as a whole real quick. I really thought that the way that the mean has been incorporated into the story and into the game's leveling system is really nice. I was fully expecting this to be a full-on dredge again, like it always is for me during every expansion launch for what few crafters and gatherers I do level. But I was pleasantly surprised to find that the quests for the mean awarded a large sum of XP if you turned in high-quality items.
Yeah, they do.
That's fucking insane.
And I also like that it does function like custom deliveries to an extent. It's like custom deliveries light, I think is probably the best way of describing it.
Kind of.
And they have their own little story and stuff. The Gathering story was awesome. Spoilers, I rediscovered dinosaurs. But
It's
But
true.
I don't know how the other stories are, and I'm sure I'll find them. But I'm very much enjoying this new way they're implementing crafting, and it feels like I don't know if the crafting ones do anything, but it feels like my actions are having more of an impact. Anyone who's done the crafting lines does it change anything when you complete them, or?
There is
No.
a little blurb of story once you complete all of the faceted quests.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you just have to do all there. That's another thing.
You don't have to get everybody to 80. You need to complete all of the quests, and
Yep.
they're available between groups of 2 and 3.
Okay.
So a fisherman, alcohol, miner, botanist, and then whatever the other ones are, however they're divvied up.
Okay. Is there any one you guys like the best, or?
I really liked Alchemist and Culinary, and it was really touching.
Aw.
Oh, the Amaro.
Yeah, the TLDR on the story, if nobody cares, you're like helping nurse a nearly poached Amaro back to health.
Aw.
It's one of the talking Amaro, and he's super funny and super caring and kind.
Aren't they all though?
There's a couple
They're
ones that
all
are.
amazing.
There's a couple of Morrow in the. I think there's like one in whatever the city name is called, but that are kind of standoffish. But what's the crafting story do anyway?
What, when you finish all the faceted quests?
Yeah.
When you finish all the faceted quests, basically all the crafter disciplines of the crystalline mean come together to try to encourage children to get into the crafting. So they make this small light festival where everyone's displaying a different lamp they made based off of whatever their practice is. And they're trying to teach kids to not be afraid of the darkness while also not being afraid of the light.
Aw.
It was a little comparable to the Festival of Lights that happens at the end of the Doma Restoration Project,
Okay.
but with more lore and less flashiness.
I like that.
I feel like I gotta finish all these quests now. Gonna level up crafters.
I'm gonna try to get them done. I feel like this expansion is a lot more centered around the trying to get players to do more. Like, there wasn't any reward for getting all your crafters and gatherers to 80 before, and now that this thing is here, you don't have to get all of them, but you have to get some of them.
Yeah, you get a title, multifaceted.
Okay. And the rogue quests are kind of like that too, but I don't want to get too off topic. What's everyone been leveling anyway?
I did my main, then I went straight Disciple of Hand and Land. So all I have is Monk, and then everything crafting and gathering is 80.
Oh wow, you've been busy.
Yeah.
What about everyone else?
I focused on miner, and now I'm working on armor and blacksmith. After alchemy.
Okay.
I'm doing botanist and weaver.
I finished all my gatherers. I'm kind of thinking about going now to go do my crafters now, since you got this neat little storyline at the end of everything.
Okay. And I think Ophi's AFK right now. And then Astrid, you said you're working on Fisher?
I'll get Fisher done today, and I've done Culinary and Alchemist, Weaver, and Goldsmith so far.
Ooh. I've only done botanist and some miner, so I'm miles behind you guys. Xana says you get furniture items, 3 inside lights, 2 outside. So you do get rewards from it. Sounds like, not just lore. That's cool. Lord Trek says dropping by to say hello to everyone. Hello.
Hello.
The new gathering actions, does anyone figured out how to use them? Because I've just been going with what I've learned through Heavensward and Stormblood. I didn't look into much of Impulsive Appraisal 2 and
Well,
Stickler.
Impulsive Appraisal 2 is from Stormblood,
Is it?
but yeah, it's level 61.
The
The new actions are interesting.
Stickler,
I
giving land.
like Pick Clean. Pretty
Yeah.
cheap in GP and very useful when you get those valued nodes that drop like 3 items per tick.
As far as what's it called? As far as like collectible gatherings gone, collectible gathering is still the same.
It's the same. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's literally just banking on an impulse of 2 procs and just like utmost caution, single mind. Like the abilities we got, in my personal opinion, are very much just like motivation to make going back to older nodes or nodes that aren't as important easier, or mass gathering. So like giving land, you know, you get shards, crystals, or clusters with items in addition. Pick Clean is just a flat, here, have some more stuff per swing. Mind of the Pioneer, or whatever it is, I actually haven't fiddled with it much, and nobody's talked about it, so I'm gonna guess it's rather inconsequential.
It doesn't look like it's that useful. Increase the chance of obtaining items while gathering by 10%, while increasing the chance of obtaining HQ items by 20. Does not increase
It's like-
chances for items which start at 0.
It's like a mix of Sharp Vision and On Earth, but like it's not as good as like either. So I don't ever use it.
It looks
It'll
expensive.
probably become useful sometime. But like...
Next expansion.
Maybe for like the craft, like the new special stuff for the new gear.
Xana says there's a 1-button crafting macro. HQ is meh right now for gathering. Okay. Let's talk about the leveling process real quick. How did everyone enjoy leveling your classes overall? Did you guys use leaves, custom deliveries, or
Everything.
Everything. You know?
Yeah,
If you didn't use everything, you're making it harder than it needs to be for yourself.
okay.
fishing was easy. Everything was done in like less than 2 hours, 2-3 hours for me.
Fishing was really easy. Yeah, it was
Explain.
not painful at all.
The crystalline mean is great for getting your jobs past the slump of like 78 and 79. Excuse me. Your lev quests are very useful in general. Always be sure to utilize them. Some are easier than others, unfortunately. Fishing levs felt really painful to me personally, but I think different from other people.
Okay.
I guess my luck just sucks.
How Philo, how'd you do it in 2 hours? You just bum rush everything?
So it was only for fishing. For fishing, I fished in areas where I could get the turn-ins, and they also had the leaves and as well. Like I was just multi-fishing, so whatever I collected was for both at least.
Okay.
And then I always turned in the HQ stuff for here at the crystalline, right?
Okay. Can't believe it took you
Ye-
2 hours though.
I think he's exaggerating a little bit.
No, because I definitely was
you
timing
actually time
myself. Yeah, I was timing. I was like, this was like 2 hours. I was like,
Because,
what?
like, dude, you're a dear friend of mine, and I've known you for years, but I actually am pressing X to doubt.
I mean, I was surprised too because I was like, "What the fuck? I'm already 80 and I finished this. Like, wow." Now the other gatherers took me a little bit longer. Those took me at least like I don't know, 6 to 8 hours. Maybe I was just getting really lucky in all my casts the entire time, but fishing did not take long at all for me.
Whoops.
Oh wait, we're starting soon. I thought we were starting.
This is the warm-up talk.
This is the warm-up talk. This is
Nice.
the real test is coming soon. I hit the wrong button.
It took me a few days to level my miner, but I only did the quest turn-ins and literally just mined to sell it on the market board. I did probably like 2-3 sets of leaves, and I still got it done in like 3-4 days while doing main story in between.
Okay.
In comparison to leveling it in like A Realm Reborn, Heaven Sword, it's so much quicker even if you just passively gather, to sell, or craft with.
Okay. That's I feel like gathering has been made rather painless now. It doesn't feel
It
like
is.
the slog it used to be.
Oh, dude, it's leaps and bounds easier than getting a gather to 50. Gathering to 50 is actually, like, soul-rotting.
I know.
It was amazing. I remember those days.
Pals.
I've been working on my Alchemist to 50 for 3 days. I'm almost there.
Oh well.
But, in regards to gathering as a whole, versus crafting in this expansion, and I know there are a bunch of people who are going to try to fight me on this, like, whatever, but I really think, gathering its difficulty curve in terms of, like, what gear requires to get things at a more, closer to 100% rate is a lot more requiring. I think gatherings or stat requirements are a lot higher than, like, the equivalent for crafting. Crafting right now is very Espez. Like, Zana was probably talking about he probably watches Ash 10 just like anybody else who takes crafting and gathering seriously. And Ash 10 declares at the moment crafting is dead because it's so dumb, it's so simple, the new abilities are overpowered. Meanwhile, gathering, if you like, I'm sitting here with an entirely pentamelded set of the white gear at the moment, and there are some nodes that I still get like 95% gathering on.
Okay, so endgame crafting sounds like it's been made. I mean, endgame gathering sounds like it's been made a lot more challenging.
Yeah.
Okay.
But challenging in quotes. Like, it's not like, oh, this is so hard. It's just a lot more requiring in terms of, like, getting the stats you need.
But of course, the market doesn't reflect that because everyone fucking undercuts each other.
You assume the market to know what they're doing.
I mean, you would hope so, but it doesn't.
So, would you guys, I don't know, say that the market is not, I'm trying to word this delicately. Fuck it,
Might be delicate.
not competent when they're trying to list and gauge prices for endgame gathering stuff right
People
now?
are just breaking markets like fucking
Yeah.
Well, that's the
There-
thing. Yeah,
It just
absolutely.
seems like everyone's impatient for their stuff to sell. They just want the quick bucks and then move on.
Your average player is not like, you know, they don't have a degree in economics. They don't know how the shit works. They just say, if I want to sell, I need to be cheaper. And they don't take, like, things into tax consideration, too, by the way. So they just say, I want to sell before you, cheaper. And then some people just take it too far, like cheaper by a lot instead of cheaper by a little.
Okay.
And then when everyone starts crashing the market, I'm like, you know what? Fuck everyone. I'm crashing it completely.
I'm always in the long con game, and I list my stuff expensive on purpose and just wait till it sells. And
Speaking of
it always
long con,
it always works.
Supa, there's a very good opportunity to do long con at the moment.
What do you mean?
I would say my personal, like, you know, educated guess would be that the zoner skin maps overprice yours when the server launches. Maybe not by a lot, but like for patch on Tuesday. Because remember, the new dungeon's getting introduced, and people are probably going to swarm the board for maps. Maps have been decreasing in price recently because, at least here on Aether, you know, there's only one thing to get out of them. It's the cloth for the glamour, or the thing for the shoes. So you don't, like, have much of a desire, but people are going to want to bum rush the new dungeon for new glamour materials. Is the
new dungeon for the maps?
Yeah, it's on the zoner skin maps. They don't introduce new maps. We only got 2 in Stormblood. So the Zonier or whatever skin map, that'll be where people go to do the new treasure dungeon. So
what
if, like,
shoes are you talking about?
isn't there a pair of shoes to go with the pants and the shirt too?
Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Deer hide.
Oh.
Oh. I hadn't seen that.
But so if maps are going for like 50k right now, Try listing yours at like 100, because I bet you when people log in, some people the first thing they're gonna do is start sweeping up all the cheat maps.
Here, they're kind of expensive here. It's like we're in fucking Crystal, the glam server, so they're still like 90k over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say 200k or 150 at least.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been stocking up on maps just for that.
Like that is a very safe market to play, because people can't just go out and get them because they feel like it. They get theirs for the day, and then if they want more, they have to buy.
I haven't been gathering any lately. I've been using them for map night or just not doing it. I should really get some. Rosanna says, what? Hold on. There's too much supply of zoner skin maps. Yeah, probably.
I guess, but like people still buy them, so.
If they're selling, I guarantee you there's going to be no reason for more to not sell when patch drops.
Lufkin says Supa does the long con, that's why his inventory is always full. You're not selling enough stuff. You're not wrong. I have a bunch of stuff from Eureka I listed up on the board recently, and I've made quite a bit of money.
Dude, Eureka Glamour. Everyone forgot about it, and it got expensive.
Yep. Lol. Finally, keeping all this stuff in my inventory paid off.
The Arachne skin Glamour that came out, that was hundreds of thousands of gil here in Gilgamesh. Just like, I think, for body pieces or leg pieces or even like the head.
I know the Pago shirt is going for like 1 million.
Which one's the Pago shirt?
The one that looks like the ninja shirt with the tattoo. You're kind of
yeah,
shirtless.
Yeah, I think you and I are talking about the same one.
Oh yeah, yeah, probably.
On the bright side, that's a good way to make some easy cash.
Nobody wants to go to fucking Eureka anymore.
I'd go back. That place is fun.
I'm never going back to that.
I want to get my hideouts
That place is
one
dead.
day.
You will. There's still people that run hideouts for the Bloodlusting Arsenal.
I'm in Pagos is the problem.
Oh, you gotta...
Don't worry,
Mhm.
they'll nerf it more soon, I'm sure.
Nufkin says I hoard Eureka Glamour. Gotta liquidate them all soon. Can I have some? No, I'm kidding. So I think, I don't know, would you guys say we've kind of already covered everything that's in Gathering already?
Yeah, difficulty, new abilities, leveling. There's not a lot else to talk about. IMO.
Yeah, Oh, gear. How's the 80 gear look?
It looks nice. You remember the dude on the railroad tracks that you were helping repair shit in Amarang?
Yeah.
It's what he's wearing with the scarf.
Oh, does it actually go well with all the races or nah?
I mean, I turn off hats because I'm a Makote and most hats are ugly.
I can't use hats anymore.
I use a different hat.
The body and everything else is really fine. I actually really like the checkered scarf a lot.
I should look into getting that, see how it looks on me.
The white script body piece doesn't look too bad either. I ended up getting it not knowing it wasn't as good as the crafted gear.
Did Denora just pet me on stream? I'm gonna have a meltdown.
Yeah, you did.
Just kick her out of, I don't know, curl.
Okay.
Oh,
And then ban him from the FC.
no.
Kick him out of the server, then ban him from the FC. In that order.
How did that even work?
Oh yeah, it's big brain time.
Yeah, let's move on to crafting, because I feel like there's probably a little bit more to discuss there.
Yeet.
So who's gotten into crafting, because I haven't touched it much.
A few of us, I'm certain.
Yeah.
I love crafting. It's not tedious whatsoever. Or soul crushing.
God damn it, Palboy.
This expansion has got me into crafting more so than the other ones, and it's as I level, it's getting better. I found.
Yeah, crafting didn't change a lot. It just got a lot of quality of life.
Like what?
So Bayergot's Blessing, whatever the one that came from Carpenter, and Steady Hand 2 are now generic to every class. You do not need to level additional classes to get them. So that helps ease the slog of like level 1 to 50.
Okay.
And then just all of the new abilities are ridiculously strong. Like for example, let me switch to craft really quickly. What is it? Rapid Synthesis 3. What's it? 600% like progress, 20 durability, 70 or 80% chance. I don't know. It's ridiculously strong. Like if you go back and do your weekly crafting from Stormblood or Heavensward, you can basically one-shot anything like almost assuredly. 3 to 4, maybe 5 steps if you get some bad RNG.
So that just trivializes all the custom deliveries pretty much.
Yeah. They got this really broken ability that I love. I forget what it's called, but it says randomly increases the quality by 30 to 100%.
What?
On recipes 10 or more levels below you.
Oh my god.
Trained instinct.
Yeah, that one.
Also,
So basically, you go up to
Okay.
you go up to the weekly button and you just click that, and like 9 times out of 10 you get, like in my experience, you get anywhere from like 50 to 100%. I've hardly ever seen the 30 proc. It's really nice.
there's also reuse, where you
Oh
can
my
fucking
God.
get back your Titania wing.
Okay, so real quick, I have to gush about reuse because my buddy Gist, who's been doing a lot of crafting, especially glamours, there's a huge like debate among the community whether or not crafters are like using people or cheating or something. Because if anyone's not familiar, probably just Supa. Reuse is a random proc when you get to 100% quality. That if you pop it, it'll give you back one of the ingredient at the top of the ingredient list. And more often than not, especially in glamour and furniture, the top ingredient is really expensive and rare. You know, kingly whiskers or whatever, something
Yeah.
like that. So, you know, week 1 or week 2, people are sitting with level 80 crafters crafting the new glamour, and sometimes they get the thing back for free. So the customer's like, "Oh, here, let me tip you," and like you're just sitting there like Scrooge McDuck, and you got a tip and you got the fucking item.
LOL?
Mm.
It's literally creating items or materials out of thin air.
It's amazing. It's actually overpowered.
Oh no.
It feels like cheating, and it feels amazing.
But my question is, what's the etiquette on that? Is the person who's getting the crafted made should get that item back, or should that be the crafted
I mean-
fee?
There's no word of like mouth right now, or no written law rather. In my opinion, the customer doesn't need to know about it. It's not his problem.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say. How would they even know? You wouldn't have to say anything, and they would never know that.
So you,
Unless there's like looking at their chat. I don't even know if it shows it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It doesn't.
If it appears in there.
it only.
It doesn't?
I looked it up real quick while you guys were talking. It looks like it only shows on the person who procced the skill.
Hmm.
Yeah, so like the customer doesn't get a say in the matter fairly.
I would.
Basically.
I don't know. I'm not big on crafting, but I would just give it back to the customer, because there's also a chance that they said they say, you know, "Oh, you got the material back. Can you make another one for me, and I'll give you a bigger tip." But that's just
Because I don't want your tip. I want the money for that item that you just gave me.
But then
Yeah,
you,
like,
Because your
you're- like-
75k tip is not going to be millions of gals.
but
Yeah,
then you
basically.
you're building a clientele, is what I'm saying. You're
You don't build clientele in this game, Super, for crafting. You're overthinking it way too
Yeah.
much. People just come fucking use you. That's it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you
Aw.
just.
It's a
you just-
one and done kind of deal.
You're a water fountain or a urinal of a person. Like they just use you and leave.
Aw, that's no
you just
fun.
you just throw up a shout and be like, "Hey, I'm selling shit cheaper than the market board. Come use me," and fucking people will flock to you.
Was that a call out live on my stream?
Maybe just a little bit.
Mm,
We're not gonna name names, but LOL.
I know.
But it
It
works.
seems Sky.
Xana says, there's a question of who gets the mat, but I would give it to him unless they say otherwise. Like if the tip is potential mat. What? I don't know what that means.
Because he says that the tip is gonna. No, Xana, no person with a brain's gonna do that either. Because if they spent $2 million on that butterfly and you got it back, and you're gonna give that back to them, they're not gonna tip you that butterfly. They're gonna take their $2 million back. It's just basic economics.
If anyone here is familiar with, like, you know, the idea of a function in mathematics, here's how I think about it. A customer comes up to you and you're a crafting function, and they say, hey, I'm going to give you some shit, and when all's said and done, I'm going to give you everything we agreed on, and you're going to give me the thing. And anything that happens behind the curtain in that black box, that function of you crafting, that's your business. They don't care. They get what they came for and they leave. No questions asked.
It feels very much like the black market.
It sounds like it.
But these people haven't spent years and painstaking effort to do all of this. Because leveling from 1 to 80, no, you know, unless you want to do it, you're not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Not true. I still don't have some crafters unlocked.
In the words of Henry Winkler from Waterboy, what Mama don't know won't hurt.
Exactly. What they don't know won't hurt them. Like, they don't know you got your map back.
But don't they see you pop the ability though?
They
They
could.
don't get that message.
They
Yeah.
could see.
They don't get any message of what you're doing.
Yeah. You guys carry on the combo. I'm getting a phone call real quick.
But if you're in a party, they do. So don't be in a party with them if you're going to be sneaky.
What you're saying is, whenever I get a crafter to craft me something, I'd be like, alright, I'm inviting you to a party real quick. I can watch you. I got my eyes on you, bitch.
Can't you just
I
click
mean-
on them and look at their buffs and watch the buffs?
Yeah, yeah. Can you just see their buffs?
I'm pretty sure that works that way.
I don't know. I've never tried it. I haven't
I
done
haven't
any
either.
commissions yet. So here's one thing I'm worried about if we're ready to move on. If we're still talking about this, then I'll wait, sorry.
No.
One thing that's got me potentially worried is the difficulty of crafting. I have a very strange itch in the back of my neck that just says, right now, obviously crafting is just so stupidly simple, and the gear requirements are not very high. You literally just get an HQ set of crafted gear, and there are very minimal melds to do, or you can even get white script gear, and you're probably just as fine. But I'm very afraid what's going to happen is at some point they're just going to ramp the difficulty because they weren't prepared for people to be so underwhelmed. Like on Tuesday. I feel like
No, they're not going to do it that soon, I don't think.
And I'm also curious about what, even if they're not going to, like knee-jerk reaction spike the difficulty, I'm wondering how much melding is going to be required, because in my experience, crafting melding is always exceptionally more expensive than gathering melding. I'm not looking forward to it. Melding is a stupid mechanic and I hate it. Well, over melding, excuse me. Regular melding's fine.
Hello, sorry I'm late.
Hello, Zon. Or not
Hi,
Zon,
Zimbo.
It is Invo.
Hey,
Why do you sound different?
Me?
Yeah, it sounds bad.
I have no idea.
You sound...
did you guys turn them up last night?
No.
No.
I'm using my desktop.
It sounds really weird.
He sounds the same to me.
It sounds the same to me as well.
I don't know what to tell you.
I heard a cat.
Meow.
That's my cat.
Heard some Chinese woman in the background.
That wasn't Chinese.
Is she chasing the cat?
Oh my god! Wow.
Sorry, that was really mean. I couldn't help it.
Sorry, I got a phone call. I had to take care of that. Anyway, where are we at?
I'm here.
Hey, Zinvo.
Hi. Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. We're on crafting now.
Let's see.
Thank you.
The thing that I have not done.
You haven't
Sure
done
we-
any of that either.
I'm sure we could circle back around if you have any commentary on Gathering.
What are your thoughts on gatherings, Invo?
Well, I only have one thing to say. Since I only have my Fisher to level 60 or 72, the crystalline mean quests give you a ton of experience and you get free shit, so do them. Don't just power level to 80 and then just decide to turn them in because story.
But my story.
No!
You triggered him.
My story.
That's all I really have to say.
So what do the macros for crafting look like in endgame right now? Anyway,
Let's see. There's one. It's called Crafting is Dead.
really?
Oof.
It's basically, Inner Quiet, Manipulation 2, InGen 2. Delicate Synthesis is the new OP ability. To describe it to you verbatim, as the tooltip says, Delicate Synthesis increases both progress and quality at 100% efficiency with 100% success. So it's not too strong, but the fact that you can do both of them at the same time reduces the amount of work you need to do at the end of a craft. So you just spam Delicate Synthesis 5 times, and then you just prep a big quality finisher, and then do a little bit of progress at the very end, and boom, you're done. Very conservative on CP, and it's really easy. That's why I'm so worried. It's a one-touch back row, 15 lines, to do any recipe of 80 durability at level 80.
That sounds like they need to rework crafting skills a little bit. Because every expansion, it feels like the macros you use for crafting are 2 years long.
Yeah. Usually, I've seen ones that get to be 2 mandatory steps and then a branching 3rd or 4th step, depending on if it's an excellent ending. Those were bad days. I didn't like them personally.
96 steps for fucking fish oil.
Oh, well, if you're using Maker's Mark, I pray for your soul.
Oh my god, just standing there for 5 hours per craft.
It was horrible.
It
We'd
sounds
sit in a circle in these crafting parties and cry together for hours.
Did you hold hands too?
Yes, I only need to make 12 more of these. Then, oh wait, I have to do my gathering set too. Gotta make 36 more. Okay.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Bless your heart, child.
Which crafters in the endgame right now are making the most cash?
None of them.
Alchemist.
I don't think there's any particularly biased market, honestly. Lev kits are probably the biggest source of income right now, or maybe glamour, possibly furniture, but there's not a lot of new furniture that I hear people clamoring about.
I imagine that on Tuesday it's going to be the alchemists who will be making a lot of money.
Why?
Yeah, alchemists and probably culinarians because of food and potions for raid.
Oh, raid food.
We're very much anticipating that they're going to introduce a level 80 food that is major crit stat, and it'll probably require some of the sands for potions.
True. But also you can get, what I don't understand is, you can buy,
You're cutting out, Kai.
so
Yeah, we didn't hear a thing you just said.
You're cutting it now.
Yeah,
I'm
it's...
I think he's dead.
Yeah, I think he's dead now.
No.
that we can buy Sam's now from the script person.
You can buy sands with what, white scripts?
Yeah,
I
but
think,
that's such a waste, though.
No, I think you can buy them with yellow. You can buy some of them with yellow too. But
No, it's
Are-
white.
ephemeral nodes still a thing?
Yeah,
Yes, they are. They're easier though. They feel a lot easier right now.
they're a lot easier if you have 800 GP.
Yeah, even easier if you can hit 850 with food. His food, you can buy NQ food in the Crystarium, and you get to 850. You get a free 5% from the whatever ability, and then you just go ham with 800 GP.
Which of the I don't know. We don't have a major raid food right now with crit on it.
We have, so for people who need crit more than anything else, Espresso Campana is the way to go. I don't know anybody else besides Monk who wants it because it's a major direct hit, minor crit food.
I think Machinist uses it as well.
Probably. What else is up there? Oysters on the half shell's a big one. Major direct hit, minor determination. I don't think I've heard a lot of clamor about anything else, honestly.
What about potions?
There's only one, tinctures.
Only the tinctures? Okay.
And they're still ridiculously strong. Like, take note of this. So an HQ Tincture of Strength gives you 312 Strength. Grade 4 Strength pots from, or Grade 3 Strength pots, what I think they were, from last tier. Strength, let me see.
I can't view them right now.
Grade 3 Infusions of Strength from level 70. Those were 225 Strength. The new ones, the Tinctures of Strength, are 312. So we've gained, like, literally, what? That's 75 plus 12, so 87.
How long?
87 main stat.
They still only last 30 seconds?
They last 30 seconds, yes.
That's quite a substantial buff to someone's DPS or healing.
Oh, dude. I've had openers hit 20k already.
Oh my god!
It's ridiculous.
I should probably start leveling Alchemist.
There's a little bit of tediousness behind it. And when I say little, I mean a little. You need one of each sand, Chiara Glow and Skura Glow, which are the new white and black sands. They're easier to get. You can get them starting at 75.
Yeah, is that the decent stuff from the nodes?
Ethereal Reduction.
Yeah, Ethereal Reduction.
And then you need 2 Cubus Flesh, which are... They're just a beast drop, and you can get them with bicolor gemstones.
Oh.
And remember, kids, potions craft in 3s.
I need to go farm a whole bunch of fates. Fuck.
I remember the days when it was only 1 per craft.
Oh god,
And it was a nightmare. It was a god-awful nightmare.
I remember back in, I think, Midas, I had to do a stack of 99 steamed staff for some black mage, and crafting 99 of those was painful.
Oof.
I don't know. Savage is right around the corner, so my mind keeps drifting there, but
It's not on the docket, Supa. Calm down.
what if 5.05 comes out and it's not Savage? No, I'm kidding.
There'll be riots.
Well, okay, enough of that. Anyway,
It'll only be glamours.
just glamours. Fashions show, Savage.
Balmung up in flames.
The I don't know. I'm interested to see what they come out with the new FC crafts, but I'm also a little worried because it seems like, I don't know, crafting seems like it's piss easy now the way you guys are explaining it.
Well, it's a reward for the long and treacherous slog through levels 1 through 79.
That's true.
Not to say that's not a good reason, but it's the current reason.
I know. Do you guys think they'll do anything to make it harder in the next, I don't know, because even though crafting seems like piss easy right now, we still have the rebuilding of the firmament to look forward to in 5.1, and we'll rebuild Ishgard, and apparently it's like really fucking hard.
I'm anticipating a difficulty bump somewhere along the line.
And the real question, do you guys think that we'll get Ishgardian housing?
No.
Yeah.
For
No.
No,
Gonna happen.
No.
no.
I think it'll happen. It's one of those things where the community has not shut up about it, and you know what Square Enix does when somebody doesn't shut up about it?
what?
They teach you to
put
shut up
it in.
about it. They do it, and they do it wrong. They do it the way no one wanted.
It's a passive aggressive tactic.
I mean, I like the way they implemented Vieira, so I can't really complain.
Voice 7 stares at you intensely.
I didn't
that
like
was
Viera.
that was brilliant. I mean, come on now, that was perfect.
No,
It was
I still find a way to get butthurt and loop in about Blue Mage.
Well,
I didn't like Viera.
I don't like Vieira. Unpopular opinion.
I don't like them either.
Agreed.
Does anyone like Vieira? Anyone?
I do.
Sounds like Ophi.
I like Hrothgar more than Vieira.
I know.
I like neither.
Same.
Well, you play Elezen, so go sit in your corner.
I just stayed male Miko. I'm perfectly fine with my Catboy.
Excuse me, Supa.
What?
I'm like a refined wine.
A refined wine with a bad case of resting bitch face.
Zin-
And I'm not afraid to show it.
the Zinvo's up there sitting in Ishgard in his high house, his pointy ears and his giraffe neck. He's got a thing of wine in his hand. He's stirring it, and he's just like, "Let's eat poor people today."
So he looked green.
Why
with
is he
poor people.
stirring his wine?
I don't know what the proper term
Stirring
is.
the wine.
It's like I'm
Staring.
stirring a stew.
Staring it with a spoon.
No, it's like a menacing
Like he's
sitting
swirling
where
it?
he's like
I
twirling it
don't
with
know
his
what the
hand,
proper
yeah.
term is where you hold your wine, you fucking mix it in your hand. I don't fucking
You're
remember.
airing.
Yeah, you
You're
air.
yeah.
It
you're
shows how
airing.
much I know about high.
You don't use a spoon, Supa.
Just take a spoon in your
Who
wine
said
and we'll
anything
hunt
about
you
using
down.
a spoon? I use a rusty knife.
It's like Kool-Aid. All the sugar sinks to the bottom, so you gotta stir it up.
You stir it with
No.
a straw and then you stir it with your straw.
Don't make me
Oh.
lose faith in you.
Oh my god! Next thing I should do, wine in a large McDonald's cup. Drink it through a
No!
You're a savage.
Context for those watching: Zimbo drank out of a McDonald's cup one night and he didn't come back. We thought he was dead.
It's actually kind of true.
He drank hard alcohol out of a extra large McDonald's cup, and then said, "Be right back. I'm going to the bathroom down these stairs."
Never came back.
And never came back.
Now let me tell you, folks, it was a bad night, and there was a lot of blue. I'll just say that much.
A lot of blue.
He
Yeah.
was drinking blue curacao straight.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Zimbo drinks, he does it right. That's why he eats poor people when he's drunk.
And then
I'm not a
he drank-
pussy about it.
What was it? Whiskey on top
Yeah,
of all that
Jack
blue
Daniels
Jack
Tennessee
Daniels.
whiskey.
Oh my god. And when I said,
Zimbo-
"Hey Zimbo, maybe you want to stop." "No, I'm gonna keep going." I was like, "All right."
No!
Zinvo, you have a problem.
Hey, I haven't drank that hard since then, so I learned my lesson pretty fucking hard there.
Did you?
I haven't drank this hard since the last time I drank this hard. I'm fine. You are a wizard, Harry.
So that's a good topic to go back to.
Should we all be drinking while playing Final Fantasy
Should we be
14?
drinking while
Yes.
playing this game?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but
Yes.
the firmament. What rewards do you guys think we get on it if they don't give us housing?
Literally.
Glamours.
Your name written on a wall somewhere.
A job well
Alright.
done.
Job well done. Just like everything else we get rewarded with in this game.
A sense of pride and accomplishment.
Hmm.
Thanks EA microtransactions.
Sad.
Surprise mechanics.
You get to eat the poor people with the high houses if you.
What's up with you eating poor people?
I don't know. I just found it really funny and I like to loop back to it.
The logic makes no sense.
What if you got a trial at the end? And then you watch the whole community panic because they can't craft.
I'm actually a little bit legitimately concerned about the nature of the Ishgardian Sea.
Why?
Because I think it's going to encourage botting.
Oh no!
No, do you know what we'll get? We'll get a PvP mode of just crafters and gatherers.
Like, if it's literally just, you know, a giant glorified fate to hand in items for gathering, where it never ends until the bucket is really full, then congratulations to the people who can bot overnight for common materials. They're just gonna do it, and they're gonna get the most. They're gonna get the most recognition.
What if?
What if this is Essie's way of catching the bot?
I was gonna say that. What if this was SC's way? Like, we're gonna bait them really hard, and then we're gonna ban everybody. Because I know botting it's a problem, especially with crafting and gathering.
Oh, I'm stuck here.
Zena says male Vieira are the reward. Oh god.
Don't hurt me like this, Anna.
The Ishgardians are keeping the male Vieira in a closet somewhere, and they're like, we're gonna let him out as soon as you guys craft the firmament for us.
Oh, we were cleaning out these old stock rooms and we found a whole bunch of male Vieira stuck in the...
Please, no.
I think that would be a great way to segue into them being in the game.
We also found this weird chemist downstairs that was keeping them all alive.
I would explode.
And then you wake up in the back of a car.
No!
Finally awake.
Oh my god. No.
Are your kidneys missing at that point? Or...
Where's my spleen? But I'm really excited for it though. The way it's been described is, I feel, if it's done right, I feel like it'll be a great way for people to actually work together. But if it's done wrong and it's just a glorified like fate for these really common items you can get really easily, it's gonna suck ass.
I think it's gonna suck ass regardless.
Zimbo, you don't like crafting.
I like crafting, excuse me.
I haven't seen anything about it, but my impression is just gonna be another Dolmen Enclave Vernon.
But it's instance per server, so certain servers will be faster or slower at it. Coral's gonna get it done super fast because we used to be a crafting server, and a lot of those people are still here.
All we need is just Xana. That's all we need, really.
Throw Xana and Monway and everyone.
Monway still around?
I haven't seen him lately, but he was still around at the end of Stormblood. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's off leveling combat classes, but... Monway, if you're out there, you were always a bro to me, thank you. Shoutouts to Monway. I think, though, we've kind of covered everything that we wanted to go over this podcast. Does anyone have any other comments or things they want to add?
Not really.
Give me one second. I'm staring at my fishing rod very hard for this fucking tug.
Sure. Just say when you're ready for the big fin it. No, I'm kidding.
Ew.
What are you talking about? We're ending a show here. Get your mind out of the gutter on my family
You're the
friend.
one who's...
What?
You're the one who said it. You're the one who said it.
What the fuck?
It's all your fault, dude.
I didn't do anything!
You said everything.
Okay, Mr. I Eat Poor People. Listen here.
I'm listening.
Fuck you.
The only thing I wanted to say was about reuse is Jenny just said to me that it's not 100% proc rate and it's only available when you reach max quality, so...
Oh, so you do have to have some level of skill to get that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's still, not 100% guarantee that you're gonna get it anyway. But
I see. Paldor, are you on a level 44 alchemist?
I was 43 when we started.
Oh well. Alright.
Oh my god.
I think we're gonna close out the show here.
6 more levels.
Thanks everyone for tuning in, and shout outs to Antares for following again right before the stream started. We'll see you guys next week. Next week we're gonna talk about Savage, and that's gonna probably be the combo everybody's interested in. I'm gonna try to get into some PFs maybe, but I'm definitely gonna take a back seat next podcast because I don't know what I'm talking about whenever I raid. So I think I know what I'm talking about, but most of the time people look at me and say you're wrong. So
I know nothing.
Savage,
I'm a filthy
savage.
casual.
counting on
actually-
Palador, Astrid, and Zeeg to carry me to victory on this one.
You got it, whatever.
Hello? Do I not exist?
I don't
No.
know. See,
Kai, just admit it. You're feeling casual like me too.
Kai, listen. You may have progged Ultimate, but no one else in here progged Ultimate. Therefore, they must be more experienced than Savage.
Didn't D clear ultimate?
I don't remember. Maybe. Probably. I don't remember. But yeah, next week's gonna be super interesting. I'll try to get into a PF for it though.
That'll be fun.
I'm honestly scared.
Oh no. Oh, Forest Paldia is in my unspoiled node.
Alright, bye everyone. See you next week.
Bye.
bye.
Bye.